Alright, welcome back. Guess who's back to work? I kinda have a fever. Kinda. No, I have a fever, and I feel extremely tired. And guess what I did in 9 minutes? Resize the control list button and add buttons. And I didn't even done a good job with that. That's the only thing I did for in 9 minutes. So I don't feel like working at all. I mean, zero. And that's why I start streaming all of a sudden. Because that might help me to do better work. So I I thought about making this into a list, but guess the slash separator will be better. I thought maybe we need to remove the AAP and make it more general. Because in some games, like on any RTS game or MMORPG game, you see there's a GUI in here, and actually it has um, a hotkeys bar, and like for Age of Empire, you click on B for building. So there are keys to control all of these: the cell, the repair, the building, the defense, the training, and the tanks. If we go to another game, for let's say uh, online games, you have the GUI again. When you click on T, you go to the talk. You have the shortcut bar I to open the inventory, and they are sitting below Brontero. I haven't played this game for a while. So yeah, usually the menu look like this. So these are F1, F2, F3. So the GUI too can have a control. And here I'm forcing the control to belong to the AP. So let's go to the animated particle. This is the last episode or the last section that I should stream before I start working behind the scene. And I was like, you know what? I can add the work to behind the scene too. So let's just finish this with the save and the load and everything, and call it, and then call it a day and just keep working behind the scene. But I couldn't do anything. I feel sick. I feel tired, and streaming to help myself talking to the camera, and that will help me work a little bit. Even if I'm sick, I should work a little bit. Yesterday I was feeling down, and I believe I was sick since yesterday, and I couldn't work. And today I was like, this is too much. I need to work. 2 days wasted is just big waste. And now my stomach is acting. Yeah, whenever I feel tired or hungry, my stomach act weird. Just to make sure that work won't happen that easily. So apparently we haven't add control yet, because this is the last thing has been added after the action condition, the attack system thing. So we don't have anything that hold the control yet. Um, we could do an interface. and use these as the pointers inside this do thing. The question is, let me go to the game engine, because in here I don't have the GUI classes, so it's maybe I will make the factory itself handle adding the objects, and in the file it's just have the data itself, and the factory inside the game engine will handle the rest to distribute the damn thing in the correct way. So I don't need to mimic everything in the engine inside the game simulator or the map simulator, because the map simulator is just the data thing. It generates the data. So this is the engine. It doesn't have a main thing. And this is the menu component. And as you can see, the menu component is considered an event dealer, or an event dealer. And this is very interesting. An event dealer, that's mean the script can deal with it. And so it should live in a fake map. Yep, it live in foo. So it's living in a fake map or placeholder map. And similar to control, we could do the same thing, because the control, we might need to add an interface for the control. One for the menu component, and that will help me to animate the clicking animation whenever you click on the keyboard and you just do something on menus. That will be helpful in that case too. A lot of them work need to be done to make this thing working. Yeah, this will get replaced soon. Control manager. Ah, yes, this thing is not ready yet. I came to see the creature objects. Ah, maybe it's a job thing? So in here, how can I add a control to these two? What does it mean to have a control? To have a control is similar to have an eventizer, because every time I click on the keyboard or a mouse or a joystick, I need to determine that, and the problem is I need to know if this is the controller or not too, because the second joystick might do different thing if the first player was holding it or the second player. So let me try to do at least something useful, and then I can take a rest. At least a small thing, damn it. So I'm not sure where should I add the damn thing, because I cannot think. Right? Look at that. I don't have a player class anymore. It was a placeholder. And the Tokyo region, yeah, it's the nation thing. There might be an overlap when something happened if I put it in the controller. Is it the AP or is it the controller? This is another issue too. And it should be the controller. It should be always the controller, I believe. Even though the controller depends on the AP for its own control. But the guy who is rising the event should be the controller, not the AP. Should I add a folder for the controller, control manager, and attack? I wonder. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, so yes, this is the blueprint for the creature. Okay. So I need to wrap my head over all the things in here. This thing is getting a little bit bigger than the first plan for the whole thing. Maybe I shouldn't distribute them. Maybe I should distribute them. I just make everything in the control manager. So it will be easier for me to control a tweak. And save the type in here. Like no, this is not easier to manage. I can make a dictionary. Controllable as an interface. And a list of control. But the controllable, as I said before, can be either a menu component or a job object. So let's make an interface. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the best way to do it. Actually, I doubt this is even a good way to do it. So maybe I need to design stuff on the paper first before I do anything stupid. So this is what happened when I try to force myself to work. Even when I have a good plan, it become broken. You know, I'm really bad at rushing things, and this is one of the most disturbing problem that I have. I mean, if I'm really good at rushing things, it won't take me forever to make a control class. It's just a control fucking class, you know. But yeah, I want everything a perfect thing, and I want to make it good, and I want to make it. So I believe I will add this video as a fail take, but at least I add one line of code, and then I commit it in 30 minutes. Thank you for watching, and see you next time when I feel a little bit better.